You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the extended version. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. Here, we don't mince words. You can text, you can call when I open the phone lines. The last 10 minutes, I'm going to open the phone lines and take some calls. The number is +1 202 751 8769. +1 202 751 8769. Loud Silence TV premiered last week. If you go on YouTube, you see the TV live for 24/7. We are open for business. We are open for business. If you want to advertise on Loud Silence TV, you can reach the business desk. We are open for business. We want to make sure that we bring you truth. We are not going to go beg any politician to come and put his money here. No. We are doing legit business. We are open for business, and if you want to also take advantage of the numbers, you know our numbers are good. Loud Silence TV, the business desk is ready, and they're going to talk to you. They're going to walk you through how our policies are and how our rates are. You're listening to Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. After this short break, I'm going to come back, and then we're going to have a one-on-one discussion with the family. When I say the family, that's you. This is With All Due Respect. Welcome back to Loud Silence Radio and Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. I know today I've not taken any time to read any of your comments because I wanted to give you time to listen to me. I wanted people to listen to the message of the day. I'm going to be reading few messages and then I'll open the phone lines so that we can have some conversation. On Facebook, lots and lots of messages coming in. NPP communicators data is finished. Views have dropped from 1.7K to 1.3K. They are going to bundle and come back. This is coming from Branislav Kadnivok. Ralph Oduro says, the source say, I can see that. Haj Babs Lincoln says, NPP foot soldiers are bosses and busted. Haj Babs Lincoln. Anwar Hero says, please, people, wear the truth in politics. That's corrupt lady. Rini Hansen says, your father Thank you. Hajia Babs Lincoln says, speak English. You see, just lots and lots of messages coming in. Lots and lots of messages. This is Loud Silence Radio and TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor, and this is With All Due Respect extended version. I'm taking some few messages, then I'll open the phone lines. Hundreds and hundreds of messages coming. Hundreds and hundreds. This is coming from Hajia Hafsa. Says, we are focused, my friends, my fellow Ghanaians, the youth, the young ones. Stay focused and you get to the last cent. It's very, very important. Kwame Biggie says, stop the nonsense of the party I belong to. You are working to feed yourself. Thank you, Kwame Biggie. Samira Abubakar says, Ghana is not for NPPO. Musa Meiga says, watch from Italy. Isa Al-Hassan says, watching you from Finland. YouTube is blazing. YouTube is blazing. And YouTube, lots and lots of messages coming through. Let me read a few. Francis Masiga says, sometimes I think our leaders don't travel to Europe, haven't traveled to Europe before. Jennifer Baden says, plus what? Kevin, say the name properly. Plus what? Plus what? Plus I don't know what you're talking about. Edith Abbas says, good job, brother. Daniel Maglo says, I love you, Kevin. I love you too. No homo. Good. Bad. Hi, Kevin. You are right. Thank you for this job. God bless you. God bless you too. Jennifer Baden says, Kevin, you chased Ace Ankuma off social media. Ace Ankuma, I'm still waiting for him. I have 3 bullets for him. Dora Anaba says, God bless you and God will see you through. If Ghana have 10 personality like you, Ghana wouldn't have been here today. I'm sorry. I'll have to read quickly because lots and lots of messages coming through. Humadu Sitsofe says, good evening, brother. When I was very surprised when I heard of the warrant arrest and all that. That's the problem. Master Jack says, may God protect you more, my brother. Emmanuel Gudunu says, great fire. Lots and lots of messages coming in. Alex Kweku says, nice one. Dora Anaba again. Nara Power says, Masa, you are the best and the best Ghanaian journalist in Ghana today. My fellow Ghanaians, they are very, very intelligent, very, very intelligent, smart Ghanaians, journalists. And then we just have to give them the opportunity to speak the way I'm speaking. Emmanuel Kuduno, more fire, don't bend them. We love you and we support you. Ishmael Kote says, the system only protects criminals. That is why Papa Australia could be awarded with ministerial appointment. God save Ghana. Johnny Maxwell said, real Ghanaians are proud of you. I'm proud of you too for watching me for these 2 hours. Now we're going to be taking some phone calls. If you want to call, the number is +1. If you're calling out of the United States, +1 202 751 8769. +1 202 751 8769. This is Loud Silence Radio and TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. You can watch us live on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and look for With All Due Respect, Loud Silence Radio and TV on YouTube. Loud Silence Radio and TV. Just subscribe and then you get the notification anytime I come on air. You can also follow us on Facebook. With All Due Respect. I'm going to take my first caller. How are you doing, caller?
Hello. Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. How are you, sir? And where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Germany.
How are you? Can we do it briefly? Can it be very, very brief? Under 30 seconds, sir. Please,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I know. Okay. What I can say is to thank you with the good job you're doing. We need many people like you to build our Ghana for us because the leaders are not thinking about the people. And I'm always glad to hear from you.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's what I can say.
Thank you for calling us. Have a good day. My next caller is on the line. How are you doing, caller? Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Can you make it
I'm
brief?
very good. Thank you.
Just 30 seconds, sir. You know, the line is blazing.
Yeah. All right. I'm calling from London. And
all right.
I just want to congratulate you and we want to tell you that we support what you're doing. The young people of Ghana, we support you and we thank you for enlightening us, opening our eyes on what is going on in our country.
Thank you very much.
100%.
Thank you.
Do what you're doing and God bless you all the time. Have protection.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's pick the next call. Hello, how are you doing, caller? Hello, caller, how are you doing?
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening,
Good evening, sir. How are
Mr.
you?
Kelvin.
Yes, sir.
I'm good, and yourself, and I'm great. I extend my greetings to your good listeners.
Thank you.
This is Mr. Article right from Bronx.
Article, can you make it just 25 seconds? Can we make it very quick? 25 seconds. I know I'm going to give you time next time.
No problem. Mr. Kelvin, I want you to help us investigate what happened to the 7 Zongo guys who were killed.
Perfect.
And then secondly, we want to ask Mr. Kelvin, what does he mean by, Mr. Kennedy Japan, what does he mean by if MPP make a noise, he will reveal how they won the election, because that constitutes treason in the Constitution.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Article. Thank you. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV. My name is Kevin Ekobedi Taylor. A lot of things happening today. Next caller, how are you doing? How are you, sir?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Where are you calling from and your name?
I'm calling from Germany.
Yes, sir.
I'm Justice. Yeah, Helena. Yeah.
Yeah, we listen to you, sir.
Yeah, in fact, Ghana problem. We are sorry for our dear brother who died.
All right.
Some years ago.
Thank you very much, sir.
We are so we don't know. By we pray that those who did will face the punishment.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, caller. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV. I'll be taking a few calls now. Then we can just walk out of the studio. I think we made a point today. We made it clear that we're not kidding again. Hello, caller. Thank you for calling us. I can see this call is coming from Ghana. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. My only message is, Ghana, thank you so much for the work you do for us.
Thank you, Ghana. Thank you, Ghana. Yeah.
And we are supporting you. We are fully at your back. There's no amount of equation that can fight your fire.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Hello, next caller. How are you doing, sir? Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from? Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your time. Hello? Yeah, the line is blazing. The line is getting hotter and hotter. We have some few calls to take. Today, we're not going to go over the time. We're going to do the next 5 minutes and we're done. Hello, caller. How are you doing, sir?
Hello.
How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, sir. Where are you calling from and your name, please?
My name is Sule. I'm calling from Indonesia.
Oh, Indonesia. How are you guys doing there? How's the distance?
Yeah, yeah. We love you. You know, we just want to say thank you so much for the good work.
Thank you very much, sir.
We, the youth of Ghana, we are going to support you, and with anything that we are supposed to do, and support you. And you keep doing the good work for the mother Ghana.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much, sir. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Ekobedi. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. This is a call coming from Ghana. I want to hear. Hello, how are you doing, sir? No, this is not coming from. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you doing, sir? Your name?
Hello. My name is Hans Boache.
Hans, how are you doing, sir?
I'm very fine.
Great. Can we do this in 20 seconds?
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, we're listening to you, Hans.
Hello, this is Khan Boache.
Yeah, Khan, we're listening to you, Khan.
I'm fine, Kelvin.
Yeah, can you do this in 20 seconds? Yeah.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm so worried. A year on, Ahmed Swali. This is so serious. Ghanaian media are not even worried, but the international media are so worried. Imagine this happened in the US. Hello.
I'm here, sir.
Hello. Imagine if this happened in the civil world. Imagine if this happened in the US. Imagine this happened in UK. It's so sudden. It's so sudden.
You know,
even
sir,
the Ghanaian media are defending.
I can see you are very, very worried. What you have to do is make sure your voice is heard.
I'm worried.
Yes, make sure your voice is heard every time. Make sure you speak truth to power. And I really like your vigor. Thank you very much, sir.
Definitely
Thank you.
We will do.
Thank you, sir. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobedi. Today, we talked about who killed Ahmed Swale. We talked about the bench warrant from Judge J. Bafo. I actually responded to that. Who is on the line? How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you, Kevin. My name is Habib. I'm calling you from Italy.
Italians, how are you guys doing in Italy?
Yeah, we are managing, Kevin, with a lot of problems going on in Ghana. How can we be sleeping easily?
It will be fine.
Kevin, I have it is fine. It is fine. I just have just one suggestion for you.
Okay.
You see, that it is very hot to get you. So if you could please get another line.
I'll get one. We will get one line for local calls and one line for foreign calls in the next episode.
May God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time.
To work hard for the people of Ghana.
Thank you very much, sir.
All of you.
Thank you for your time, sir. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV. I told you Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV is actually different from Loud Silence Radio. Loud Silence TV is open for business. If you go on YouTube, you see Loud Silence TV playing 24/7. It is very active. You see some of the best shows, content are being rolled out every single day. If you want to do business, you know our numbers, great numbers. As we speak, nobody has those numbers. I'm telling you, and it's an authority. Nobody has those numbers. If you want to do business, if you want to put your products out there for the world to know, we're talking about the United States of America. You're going to send your products everywhere in the world. Contact the business desk of Loud Silence TV, and they'll talk to you. They'll tell you our code, and then we'll take it from there. How are you doing, caller?
Yeah, hello.
How you say? Where are you calling from in your name?
Yeah, my name is Rafik, calling from Germany. Please, I want to ask you, when are you going to play the judge voice?
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I've given the Chief Justice, I'm giving him that space because I respect him and I know he's going to take action. If he refuses to take that action, then we have to make sure that those voices come out.
Yeah,
that is it.
But I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy if you play the voice, because I think they want to play with our minds. Because I don't see the reason why they play this injunction on you. So try to do something.
All right, so thank you very much for your time. How are you doing, next caller? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Hi, Brother Kevin.
Great. Where are you calling from?
My name is Michael. Brother Kevin, my name is Michael. I'm calling from Virginia. Hey, look, you're doing a great job. This is what we need. All right. Look at the weather here in America. Look at what we are going through.
Yeah.
We need to fight with our blood to save our mother Ghana. You are doing fantastic job. But please, my brother, remember, you need to mobilize all the youth here in Virginia, in the DC area, so that we can have an agenda, we can have a vision. Right now, there's an organization called My Ghana Baku, but we need to keep in touch. I have to find a way to talk to you.
All right, sir.
I need to sit down with you so we can get something going.
Anything for Ghana. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV. I have 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to leave you guys. I know you are family. We're going to meet again on Tuesday, but I have 5 more minutes to be taking calls. I'm going to read something you message. Ishmael Kote on YouTube says the system only protects criminals. I think I've read that already. Nana Kokwe, Kevin is too charged. You know, boss, tone down. 10 everything up today. Joshua 19 today. The network in Ghana is very, very bad. It's not allowing we to listen to you. Oh man. And then you get the NCA boss. Instead of him making sure things are right, he's following the NPP to meetings, EC meetings, to discuss elections. Hello, caller. How are you doing? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm calling from Ghana.
Oh, you're calling from Ghana. It's nice to get calls from Ghana.
Sunyani, yeah.
Sunyani, nice. Sunyani guys, how are you guys doing in Sunyani?
Yeah. We are all fine. We're all fine by the grace of God.
Great. Can we do this in under 30 seconds? Yeah.
Thank you very much. I see there's a problem we are facing in Ghana. Very huge one. I don't know. You see, there are ongoing recruitment background.
Mm-hmm.
You will never know who will be recruiting. They will be recruiting them every day. They will be employing them. But they will be telling us that they are not selling any forms. They are not picking anyone. They are not recruiting anything. But we are always seeing our friends. They are being recruited into the system. Immigration, the army, the police, everywhere.
Yeah, I've got a few people getting to me, trying to tell me, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be very happy for you to address that issue.
I'll address that issue for you, sir.
Maybe you can help us with it.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll take care of that issue. Hello, lots and lots of people. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Where are you calling from in your name, please?
Is it good? I'm calling from Belgium.
It's good afternoon here in the US. How are you doing, Richard?
Yeah, fine, Kevin. And you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, we thank you for the good job that you are doing for us. You know, we appreciate it. We appreciate it, and we will guide you whatever will happen.
I hope
we have people like we have journalists like 4 or 10 like you outside, you know, to be talking, to be giving the news like this. We'll be happy.
Thank you very much,
sir.
The good work. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Hello, caller. Hello, how are you doing? We have 3 more minutes here. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Kelvin. How are you? I'm Bernard. I'm calling from Austria.
I don't know why my Ghanaian guys are not getting through. Our system is so weak. Our networks, they can't even get through.
You know, it's not about the network. You know, this MPP communication minister doesn't want people to be communicating outside. So we, the ones in Europe, when we call you, it goes direct. It
comes through, yeah.
In Ghana, they are tracking your phone lines not to make it clear for people to speak their mind.
Oh, man.
You know?
All right, sir.
This party can do anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, today I'm very sad just because I'm at Charlie. I'm very sad the whole day at work. I was fine. They asking me because I'm a Dagoma. He's a Dagoma. We are from the same town.
His brother. Yeah.
And I know that I'm very close to the family. It's just like a brother.
Man.
And for me, I can see, since it happened, I know it's the gang of Kennedy Japan who planned it. But even the former CID boss know about this fact. And because of political will, they just pump it someplace. So I'm praying that a new NDC government will come and open up this investigation so that the perpetrators, those who kill him, will be put.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your time. So I'm going to take one more call, then I'll close the show. We've done 15 minutes over our regular time. Yeah, I'm going to take one more call and then close the show for the day. I think everybody yeah, I know. The line is blinking. And the calls are... Okay, so before I leave, few messages on Facebook. Good evening, bro. This is Gilbert Entry. Nicholas Yabua says, we are tired of these useless leaders. Delali Nyami says, bro, keep it up. I acknowledge the fact that you are the mouthpiece of Ghanaians. Thank you very much, sir. Street Africa Ivan says, so go get a job then. Why watching him? Thank you very much. Godfred Saki says, good work. God bless you. God bless you too, my friend. Jane Fabrice Archer, Zadiku Zul Zaranda, and 15 others are watching. You guys are watching from your locations, different locations. Thank you guys for watching me. Dan Zari is watching. Lovete is second. I'm taking the last call. I'm hoping this call is going to be a woman. It's very important. Hello, caller.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. It's a lady.
My
producer is clapping. It's a lady. Finally, we got a lady through. How are you doing, madam? What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Rashida calling from Finland.
How are you doing, Rashida?
I'm great. Thank you.
Talk to us, Rashida. All the guys are listening to you. You are the last caller. I'm giving you enough time. Just talk to us. All the guys are watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm great. I'm Rashida. I'm calling from Finland.
Okay. What do you want to say, Rashida?
I'm great. Yeah. My issue goes on the EC, the issue about EC.
Okay.
The issue about our EC.
Yeah, we're listening.
We beg her in the name of God. She should try as a woman to help save Ghana.
Okay.
We beg her. We are on our knees, begging her to try as much as possible to save Ghana.
Thank you very much, Rashida. Thank you very much for the advice. And all the people in Finland, I know you're calling from Finland. Yeah, we wish you good luck. Thank you very much, Rashida. So that's how I bring the show to an end. My name is Kevin Kobedu Taylor. But remember, you can follow Loud Silence Media on Twitter. You can also follow us on Periscope, and also you can follow us on YouTube. These are the handles: Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. You can find Loud Silence Radio and TV. Loud Silence Radio and TV. Also, for ads, if you want to place ads on the TV and also on radio, there are shows, some few shows are going to be rolling out very soon. We have a Senegalese from Senegal who will be hosting a political show. His name is Kamara. Very, very vocal. We have one Nigerian. His name is Kunle. He'll be hosting a Nigerian political show. He'll also be on this platform. This is the smallest BBC you can think of. The shows will be rolling out from next week. So if you want to do business with Loud Silence TV and radio, especially with the TV side, if you want to do business, just email us. Email us, loudsilencemedia@gmail. Loudsilencemedia@gmail. Or you can call on this line, +1 202 751 8769. We open for business. You can call this line for Loud Silence TV ads, and sometimes radio ads. You can call +1 202 751 8769. My fellow Ghanaians, I've always said I am a messenger without a Quran or a Bible in my hand, a messenger who is not scared of the people who are fighting against the system, a messenger who is willing and ready to speak truth to power, a messenger who is focused on the last cent. My fellow Ghanaians, my family who listen to me every day, I respect you. I will never lie to you. I'll make sure that I serve you the best of facts. This is the show that you have to be listening to. If you want to hear the facts, if you want to hear truth, my fellow Ghanaians, I've always said that be focused, especially the youth. Be focused. Don't take your eye off the ball. My name is Kevin Echo Bedu Taylor. I'm a born Fanti, half ever, very, very strong Ghanaian, and I believe in my country. This is Loud Silence Radio. Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor. Today, I'll be responding to the letter. Yes, that letter making rounds on social media from KK Amwa. This is with all due respect. Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor. Today I'll be talking about KK Amwa's letter. Yes, I'll be telling Ghanaians the lies he told in his letter. I will also be taking some few minutes to clear the air on these lies spreading on social media, letters or documents from Charles Darkon about the transaction between his company, Kotko, and Just Gold Company, which belongs to Ade. Now, let's start this show. This is a document, the 5-page document, which was circulated by Ame Aldebra's website, the blogger, and it is supposed to be coming from Charles Darkon and his transaction with Ade, who owns Just Gold. I'll also be reading the letter of KK Sapon. I'll be responding to his letter, a letter which does not have any letterhead, it does not have any contact. I wasn't supposed to respond to it, but I will, because if it is coming from him, I'm going to expose the lies he deliberately said in his letter. But first, let's start with Charles Darkon. Yes, but as you can see my friend here is Ankuma. The reason why his picture is here is simple. I just want to tell my friend Ace Anan Ankuma that I have sent him 10 questions, and I expect him to answer those questions. I'm still waiting. After he answers those questions on his law firm's letterhead, we can now take the next step, which is to meet in court. So Ace Anan Ankuma, your picture is here just to remind you that I'm still waiting for you to respond to those questions. They are critical questions, and I don't think you want to miss answering those questions. Now, producer, Can you put Charles Darko's picture here? Yes, because it's about Charles Darko and also KK Amwa. Perfect, thank you. Now, I will start with Charles Darko. Now, before this issue started, we all know about the issue of Charles Darko, how he received $10 million from Just Gold. Now, you have to understand that Kotco Limited, which belongs to Charles Darko, is a Ghanaian company. And Just Gold, which also belongs to Ade, the Nigerian, is also a Ghanaian company. So these companies are they are easily accessible if we want to do a background check on them, how they receive their monies, how they distribute their money, or they use their money in business. So for the IOCO, the FIC, the Ghana Police, the CID, when they want to check on these two companies, their money, their transactions, it should be the most easiest thing because they can just address the Registrar General, they can just go into their businesses and just do a lot of investigations to find out how they do business. The first letterhead of the document Charles produced was on the 20th of November 2017. Charles said that it's an offer letter to sell 6 executive type houses at Fancy near ANC shopping mall. And when you look at the document, you will see that the letterhead is totally wrong. In their rush to come lie to you Ghanaians, they failed to even spell developer right. Yes, they couldn't even spell developer, but that's not the problem. Now, if you see the document, they have 6 houses listed there. House number 9, house number 10, house number 11, house number 12, house number 13, and an apartment which cost $1.2 million. Now, the second document is a receipt because after Ade's company, Just Gold, paid Charles, they were supposed to issue them a receipt. Now, look at this document. Look at that. If you pay $7.8 million to a company buying 6 houses and you are issued this piece of shit, this piece of toilet paper, yes, and if you are issued with this piece of toilet paper as a receipt, are you going to take it? The third document, which is dated the 8th of February 2018, is from the Bank of Ghana. Now, this third document from Charles is totally a lie. Let me tell you. You see, when you go into the contracts, it states that Charles actually paid, or Kotco actually was paid $7.8 million. Yes, at a dollar rate of 5.4 those times, and which is the equivalent of $7.8 million is 35.1 million Ghana cedis. That was how much Just Gold owed by Ade paid Kotco owed by Charles. And the funny thing is, in the Bank of Ghana document, which you can have here, the Bank of Ghana document says that Just Gold actually transferred an amount of 23 million Ghana cedis. So what is the equivalent of 23 million Ghana cedis? And it's an obvious fact, it is not 7.8 billion. So Kotco and Just Gold are stating different monies, and Bank of Ghana, which is supposed to be the legit source where Charles took the money, is stating a different figure. And you know the funny thing, in all this, IOCO, FIC, Ghana Police did not investigate, did not push further. You know, during this time, Charles was invited because when they saw the money reflect in his accounts, they halted it, they freezed it, and Charles was called to IOCO to come answer questions about that money before he'll be given that money, and that an investigation was opened. An investigation, when it was opened, the charges were money laundering and tax evasion. It does not end there. Now, after this, just 30th May 2018, Just Gold says that they are not interested in buying the house again. So, the money should be refunded. Yes, they are not interested. So, they wrote a refund acknowledgement, meaning they didn't buy the house again, and Charles' company, that is Kotco, this company, had already refunded the money. So, they sent a refund acknowledgement letter to them. This is the letter. And the funny thing is, this letter doesn't have any address. It doesn't have any email. It doesn't have anybody they can track. It's just a letter saying that refund acknowledgement. So about $35 million was sent back. Yes, that money was sent back to Ade's company without any official email, any official nothing. And they expect us to believe this nonsense. So, in a nutshell, I would like to tell Ghanaians that all the documents Charles showed through Amel Deborah's website is a lie. It was cooked up to divert attention. Now, let's go to the main issue. Now, this is supposed to be a letter that was written by KK Amwa. Yes, a man who was the former boss of IOCO, an intelligence organization. Now, this letter has no letterhead. Yes, this thing he wrote. I call this thing a piece of trash. I normally call them the KVIP papers because he's using the same tactics as his nephew, Ace Ankuma. They are trying to use this tactics because they don't want to be questioned when they are sitting in the law court. Because they know this will be dismissed at any law court. They don't want to be associated with it when they are confronted. They are the ones barking about going to court every day. Now, I'll start with his letter, and I'll start from the 3rd paragraph. He says that, to my recollection, on or about 16 February 2018, one Charles Darko was arrested for money laundering, following a report from the Financial Intelligence Center, which, contrary to Kevin's falsehoods, is an independent statutory body and not part of IOCO. Now, he goes on to say that the FIC had frozen the account into which certain monies had been received. Although Charles Darko claimed that the money he had received was from a company called Just Gold. He said Charles said that it was from Just Gold to purchase houses from him. We were, I don't know where he say who is the we, if it is IOCO or is the FIC. We were not convinced and therefore charged him with money laundering and tax evasion. He goes on to say the High Court convicted him of tax evasion but acquitted him of money laundering because, as the court held, there was no predicate offense. Upon his acquittal, he applied to the court to remove the FIC's freezing order over his account. Don't forget that in my first expose, I told you IOCO, in their own wisdom, actually gave Charles Darko a lawyer who could make sure that this guy gets his money from the court. And that lawyer is Augustine Obo. Do not forget. Now, at this point, I would like to ask KK Amwa, as the head of IOCO, who charged Charles? Yes, who charged Charles of the crime? Because at this point, we want to know, was it IOCO or it was FIC? Because you have said emphatically in your statement that the two entities work differently and they have different powers. Now, I would like to also ask you again, KK Amwa, that why didn't you proceed? Why didn't you proceed to investigate Charles and his company after even the court said he could access the money? Because as an intelligence agency, your work is to make sure that if somebody is a suspect in such a case, you still go behind the scenes and make sure that the money he is taking, he's using the money for the right thing. And at this point, he's taking almost $10 million from a Ghanaian company belonging to Ade, Just Company, Just Gold. So why didn't you go further to investigate this guy? And mind you, IOCO, KK Amwa, you knew about Charles before this incident. Charles had been involved in several money laundering issues involving cocaine and so many things. So this guy was an A-list suspect on your table. But why didn't you go further to investigate this guy? Now let's go on. In paragraph 4, this is what he said. I must emphasize that no 600,000 or any part of it was paid to me. I am also not aware that any such payment was made to anyone in IOCO. Also, the allegation that it was IOCO that introduced Charles Darko to lawyer Augustine Obo is false. This is what you say after that. Indeed, in the course of our investigations, it was in the course of the investigation that it emerged that lawyer Obo had been Charles Darko's lawyer for several years before the arrest. This confirms what I said in the first expose, that you handed over Augustine Obo to Charles Darko as his lawyer. You know the reason? You arrested this guy. You interrogated this guy. He's the CEO of a company that is involved in a $10 million deal. You didn't ask if he has a lawyer to talk for him. But during the investigation, when you're about to take him to court to go clarify what he was going to use this money for or who this person is, suddenly you get to know that Augustine Obo is the lawyer of Charles Darko. Now, this is what you said. You said, my office wanted to confirm this information and so contacted National Security, which after investigations confirmed that he was indeed in Dubai and under arrest.
It was after this that a government delegation of 2 ministers traveled to Dubai to meet Nam1 and the authorities there. He went on to say that upon their return, they reported that Nam1 had been arrested on the basis of an allegation by a company called Horizon. This is the first time you are stating Horizon here in Dubai, which claimed that they had been defrauded in Ghana by one Ade. Ade's name has shown up again. The report also mentioned Charles Darko's name. So you had an official report on your desk stating the 2 criminals, the 2 fraudsters, and you know them. Your office knows them. They have records on them. You have records of their company, how and when and who is behind all that they are doing. You have in fact investigated these guys before. But still, you denied. You ignored the issue. You didn't bring these guys in. You didn't lock them up because at this point, they are prime suspects. KK Amwa, this is your own statement. Then we began investigations and arrested Charles Darko, who denied any connection with the matter. So after Charles came into your office with his lawyer, you gave him Augustine of Football and said that I don't know anything about this. The Yoko, the FIC, the Ghana Police Service said, thank you, Charles. You've done nothing wrong. This is absurd. This is the highest form of negligence. KK Amwa, you were supposed to be fired that day. You knew the company had filed a case in Ghana through a certain lawyer who is your nephew. And so you knew about this. But you decided to ignore it because, you know, Charles is a friend to Gabi Ochredako. Charles is a scammer who finances this current government. You knew that Ade is a friend, a personal friend to Tiwa Adodankwa. Yes, and it is a fact. Ade is a friend to the CID boss. That is why every case that went to the CID, the docket was closed. It never came out. Today, I'm telling my fellow Ghanaians, the CID boss has to come out and answer questions and say that she never knew Ade. You prove to her that she knows Ade. And Ade is her friend. That's why anything that is connected to Ade ends up at the CID office and never comes out as anything good. Now, this is what you said, Mr. KK Amwa. And it's your own statement. I didn't write this. You wrote this. And I'm reading it to you. And I'm telling you that you are lying. It says that our investigations then confirmed that Horizon had made a complaint to the Commercial Crime Unit of the CID. We contacted the CID headquarters who confirmed the complaint and that it was under investigation. The handwritten complaint and documents submitted by Horizon said nothing. It said nothing about Nam1 and his company Men's Gold. So at this point, KK Amwa, you knew that Nanapia Mensah, you were chasing around and going to Dubai and asking Gabi and the rest in government to put an Interpol on this boy. He wasn't the one who defrauded Horizon Company. You see, you went on to say that our investigations then confirmed that Horizon had made a complaint to the Commercial Crime Unit of the CID. Then you said we contacted the CID headquarters who confirmed the complaint and that it was under investigation. Now, the handwritten complaint and documents submitted by Horizon said nothing about Nam1 or his company Men's Gold. This is your own statement. But then I want to ask you some simple questions. You see, in your statement, we started by saying that you knew about this case from 16th of February 2017. Now, your nephew, Esankuma, who is or who was the lawyer for the Horizon Company that came to Ghana to lodge a complaint to the police, said that he knew about this case. His client contacted him between March 2017 and April 2018. Now, the issue is, it means you knew about these issues a month before, or maybe 2-3 weeks before your nephew got to know about it. Now, I would like to ask you, around this time, did your nephew, Ace Ankuma, ever talk to you about his clients from Dubai? And did he mention the names of the clients to you? Because it sounds like you knew something about these clients. Now, I would like to also ask you, KK Amwa, were you the one who actually directed Horizon Company, or was your outfit the outfit that actually directed Horizon Company to your nephew? Because you knew that Charles and Ade were people of interest. And if your nephew gets to handle that issue, you can drag it to make it a useless case. Just a question I'm asking you. I also want to ask, KK Amwa, did you know, or did you in any day discuss the details of this report to your nephew, Isankuma? Boss, I am reading your own letter to you. I am not making anything up. I'm reading it to you and I'm telling you the truth you are hiding from the people. Now, this is what you go on to say in your own letter. You said, this was the state of affairs when I left Yoko. I am aware that the matter is still under CID investigations, that there is a warrant for the arrest of the person called Ade. And that Charles Darkon has been arrested, granted bail, and been reporting to the CID office. I showed documents of Charles Darkon and his transaction with Ade, Just Gold CEO. These documents were released, and the report that came with this document and the information we have now is that Charles Darkon is out of the country. Yes, he is not in Ghana now. So who actually allowed this guy to leave Ghana? And I'm surprised that even though in your report you realize that Charles and Ade are criminals who have duped some people in Dubai, a company that your nephew is their lawyer, you refuse to just put an Interpol alert on Charles. You still treated Charles as a petty thief. Charles is a homegrown criminal and you know it. He's a fraudster. But you never, and your friend Gabi Ochirako never came to his Twitter to say that, oh, a report just came in and that my friend Charles, who is a sponsor of my uncle's party, has been named in it and that an Interpol should be placed on him. He never did that. You hid this from the public. And I would like to ask the CID boss, and I have information that Tiwa Adamkwa, your very good friend, is Ade. That's why issues about Ade, anytime it gets on your desk, it disappears, it fizzles out. What I'm going to ask the CID boss is that, please, are you a friend to Ade, the Nigerian fraudster? Mr. KK Amwa, there's a lot of questions I could ask. But now today I'm going to direct my question to a few people. Now, I also would like to ask, yes. Now, the new Yoko boss should be able to tell us or show us that the case that was filed in court against Charles Darkon, yeah, that case that said that Charles has evaded tax and that he was a money launderer and he was cleared. We would like to see that report. We want to know what was the basis for this guy to be cleared of all those charges. Now, I also want to ask, and this goes directly to the Yoko boss, the current Yoko boss, that can you tell us the status of that investigation? Yes, the investigation you said you're having on Charles and Ade. We would like to know the status. Tell Ghanaians where you are on that case. I also like to ask, let's know the status of the case at the CID headquarters. And this question goes to the CID boss, Tiwa Adadankwa. We would like to know the status of this case, the case about Charles and Ade, the money laundering case. And you said he has been arrested, he's been granted bail. We want to know the status. How far with that case? I also have another question. When did Charles leave town and who actually gave that order for Charles to leave Ghana to London to go treat his spine? Because for what we know, he's a first-class criminal and he does not have to be given that access. As we speak, this guy is enjoying himself in London, telling people that he's going under operation. He's not. But I would like to know, it's a simple question. Who made sure that Charles got that access to leave this country? I know you created Isankuma for the people to think he's the angel. You have touched a product that you thought it could never be touched. And I'm not done yet. I am coming after every single person who was involved in this crime. And we'll make sure that the people of Ghana, ordinary citizens like myself, we get to the bottom of this. We are chasing the money. And I would like to tell Ghanaians, be focused, chase the money. Forget about the distractions and the release statements. If they really want to release an official statement, they'll look in the camera, they'll come out with letters, with statements, which has letterheads and also contacts on them. Be focused, my fellow Ghanaians. Let us look at the issue. Let's not be distracted by these people who think that when they get the opportunity to sit on TV, they are the most wisest people on earth. My fellow Ghanaians, I am not here. I have told you, I am not here on this show to disrespect anybody. I am just a messenger who does not have a Quran or a Bible in his hand. I am just a messenger who is ready to speak truth to power. Ladies and gentlemen, my name again is Kevin Echo Bedu Taylor, and this is With All Due Respect. Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor. I would like to ask, is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo a tyrant? This is With All Due Respect. So, with all due respect, I'm going to be blunt with Ghanaians, and more especially my fellow NPP sympathizers, who today condone and support dictatorship and crime, all in the name of politics. What we witnessed at Ayawaso West is a clear sign that this president and this NPP government are a bunch of tyrants who only care about power. I'd like to tell my fellow Ghanaians, especially those condoning what happened, that the deadly monster the NPP party and more especially the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is nurturing today will come back in no time to kill we Ghanaians. Yes, it's going to kill us, it's going to kill our loved ones and the unborn generation if we don't start thinking as rational human beings. Today in Ghana, a certain president oversees the weaponizing of criminals to intimidate and assault Ghanaians who voted for him to become president. We have allowed tribalism and hatred for some individuals to consume us to the point that we are just looking on for the little democracy and peace we have enjoyed being taken away by a few who are filled with greed and wickedness. Nothing on this earth can convince me, Kevin Taylor, that the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is not the one behind these criminals who are assaulting and intimidating and distracting a lawful election at Ayawaso. What happened at Ayawaso is the beginning of our end as a country, and if we don't act fast and wise to protect our peace and freedom, this president and his group of tyrants will destroy what we have built over the years. To me, I see this president to be more of a tyrant who will do anything to keep power, even if it will cost the lives of the ordinary Ghanaian who gave him that power. For the past 2 years since Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo took office, lawlessness and uneasiness has gripped this nation. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is acting like a thirsty tyrant. Everything about Akufo-Addo shows traces of a dictator and a tyrant to me. But do I blame Akufo-Addo? No, I can't blame him fully because suddenly the so-called wise men in Ghana have become mute and dumb. They have swallowed their voices, which has given the president the audacity to execute his evil deeds on innocent Ghanaians. It is so shocking that the so-called statesmen and the men of God have become quiet on this brutality on ordinary Ghanaians. Groups like the Christian Council have now become selective in their approach. They have ignored the pain and suffering of the ordinary Ghanaian who has been murdered and shot at point blank. To me, I think a group like the Christian Council is a waste of time. These old men are all depressed, greedy, hypocritical sycophants. They speak more like evil preachers than peace preachers. Hatred has consumed their hearts to the point that they no more care about their credibility as men of God. Peace Council is a waste of everyone's time, and I will urge Ghanaians to ignore their comedy and hypocrisy. They have overstayed their visit, and my advice to them is to go back on their knees and ask for forgiveness because their actions today will make it difficult for them, each of them, to enter the kingdom of God. With all due respect, now my fellow Ghanaians, I would like to ask you people these simple questions. Have you people asked yourselves why you voted for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo? Has he been able to fulfill even 3 of the extravagant promises? How important is the ordinary Ghanaian, I mean you, to this president? Do you people think you are even important to him than his useless cathedral he wants to build to please himself and his family? Can any reasonable Ghanaian boast of a decent living condition since this NPP government led by Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo came into office? The honest truth is this man has failed in almost everything. Whatever he has touched has turned into a curse, from education to economy, from industry to infrastructure, agriculture and employment. But instead of him being honest and humble with us Ghanaians, he has now decided to inflict more misery and chaos on us, the people, all because his thirst for power is unimaginable. Every time I hear this president talk, I feel so sorry for him because he has disappointed himself. he has disappointed the whole nation, and more importantly, he has disappointed his father. I am so hurt today because I can see from far that Ghana is on the brink of collapse under the leadership of this petty president whose actions and traits does not look different from a thirsty tyrant. His appetite for lawlessness is a clear indication that Ghana is in a very difficult time. If you are Ghanaian and you support what happened at Ayawaso because you think your party is in power, then you are equally as devilish as the perpetrators. Let me make one thing clear to Ghanaians, that those thugs or criminals who were armed by this president and his government to brutalize Ghanaians are still living amongst us, and the probability of them becoming more powerful and dangerous is great, because their leader, who is the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is still the head of this nation. This is something that should make us very worried as a nation. My fellow Ghanaians, Ghana is not different from any country which has been plunged into war. So let us not deceive ourselves that we are special. We just have to count ourselves lucky because we have the opportunity today to reflect on the mistakes we have made in the past 2 years and correct them in the years ahead. Finally, with all due respect, if you are a citizen and you think what happened at Ayawaso will never end up at your doorstep in the near future, then you are as stupid as the word stupid. If you are a parent, a student, a businessman, and you think that what happened at Ayawaso is a joke and that it can only happen to NDC folks, then I would like to tell you that the beginning of the end is nearer than you think. I have the strongest conviction that what happened at Ayawaso was just a statement from God to the wise ones amongst us that we should be wise and correct our mistakes as a nation. We have to do this to save the nation, because if we don't, then in the near future, we Ghanaians will be refugees in other people's country. We will curse ourselves, but it will be too late. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is a potential danger to the democracy and peace we have enjoyed over these years. His actions over these few years should make every single Ghanaian very worried. This man is a failed leader who has lost everything, from credibility to self-respect, so he wouldn't care to go down with us in his grave. But we have to stay together as a people and resist these evil intentions. As an NPP sympathizer, I am ashamed and I curse the day I voted for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. This man is just lawless, petty, and I pray my fellow Ghanaians don't make such mistakes again. At this point, Ghanaians should put aside our differences and think as humans. We should not allow a few who are power drunk to destroy the peace we have enjoyed all of these years. It is about time we took a step back, both the young and the old, and make the wisest decision. A decision that will hold the peace and democracy we have enjoyed for all these years. My fellow Ghanaians, let's choose peace over petty politics and tyranny, because it will bring unforgettable wailing and misery on us. Let us come together and speak against tyrants who want to divide our great nation, for it is said, and I quote, "If even ants stand together, they can even tie down a lion." Let's come together as one people and fight this menace. My name is Kevin Taylor, and this is With All Due Respect. Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor. I would like to say this: PDS is still a scam. This is the Friday editorial. So today I have decided to speak on PDS. I was actually supposed to speak on what actually happened in the Jubilee House around the 20th. Yes, right before the president decided to go on a nationwide tour. Now, let me just give you a little bit of that before we go to PDS today. So the president decided to call the people he trusts, the people he believes are his men who are making the news favor him in public, on radio and on TV. So he called a few people and he told them, and honestly, he called Kwame Sefakan. Yes, he called Kwame Sefakan, was at a meeting. Kweku Bako was at a meeting. Asenso Boakye was at a meeting. Bediuto was there. The chief of staff was there. Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah was there. These people were at this meeting. It was a very tight security meeting. Honestly, he actually told these people that he thinks that about 60% of Ghanaians love what he's doing, and that he believes that he's going to win 2020 hands down. When he said that, as usual, when a dictator speaks, everybody nods. But I think Kwame Sefa got angry. He was like, Mr. President, to be very honest, every morning, 6 a.m., we get up, we go sit on radio, me, myself, and Kukubako, we try to defend your trash. We try to defend the mess. The corruption perception out there. Corruption is swallowing your government. And don't think that 2020 is going to be an easy fight for you between whoever is going to contest you. In this case, John Dramani Mahama. The president actually got furious. What I'm telling you is one of the I'm telling you, the Jubilee House leaks. The information that I get from the Jubilee House is basically like walking on the street of Accra. So the president got furious, and he almost sacked Kwame Sefa from the meeting, said he should get out of there because he's paying him to survive. How can he tell him that? And Kwame Sefa is like, Mr. President, that is the truth. We are doing your bidding for you, we are lying for you, we are doing everything, but it is not favoring you. So it is better you face the reality. That is the reason why recently the president went on a nationwide tour, and that we saw the embarrassment of him going to Swami to see nobody there, his road minister also acting like a rascal himself, speaking anyhow, thinking that he can take contracts and rebrand and whatever. So that is what happened. But, you know, I'm going to make this light today. I'm going to talk about this issue, but I wanted the president to know that I know what happened in that meeting in the Jubilee House. If nobody knows, I know what happened, what he did. And this edition I was going to dedicate it to Kwame Sefa, but, you know, PDS is in, and we have to take care of PDS. Now, my fellow Ghanaians, PDS. So some letters have been flowing, you know, on social media. People are just flying documents, and honestly, the opposition party, the NDC, actually came out that they've intercepted a document that states a statement that shows that Miracle, you know, is negotiating with Eneja AS of Angola. Yes, because Miracle has 30% in PDS and Eneja also has 19%, and blah blah blah, so many things. You know, if we're going to take this letter as it stands now, the government hasn't come out to deny the fact that that letter is actually coming from Miracle, or they know something about it. So as it stands, we can speak on that letter. And I have so much information. I want my fellow Ghanaians to understand this. This is not the time to be playing politics with our national assets. I'm going to say this again. This is not the time. The intellectuals, the people who matter, the people who speak for this country, the people who have more knowledge than the ordinary Ghanaian on the street. This is not the time to be playing politics with our energy sector, specifically ECG. When I read that letter the NDC brought out and said that what Miracle, ECG government, when I read that letter, and from the facts that I have here, I feel bad and I feel pity for my own country, Ghana. Yes. What you are seeing here, you know, it is funny. What we are seeing here has the fingerprint of Gabriel Chiraku. The vocabulary, everything, the structure of the letter. But you know what hurts? What hurts is this government thinks that every Ghanaian is so dumb like Chairman Wontumi, or Abronya DC, or a rapist like Ernest Kofi Owusu-Bempah. That is what this government takes us for. Honestly, I think that contractor who said the president is a rascal went too high. He was supposed to say that this government is made up of rascals who don't respect the people who gave them power. Yes, this group of government officials, especially these people who are close to the president, Gabriel Chiraku, Bedi Etuo, and all those blah blah people, Ken Ofori-Atta, they are rascals who don't respect we the people. But I just want to tell my fellow Ghanaians, especially the young ones, the youth, that this is not the time to be playing politics. ECG is a national asset. Let's take this for an example. Can we, or can a government, or can a company in Ghana go to the Philippines and do this, what Miracle is doing, the statement they said they have brought out? Can a company in Ghana go to the Philippines and do that? Can an investor in Ghana go to the Philippines and write such a statement and give it to the government to send to its people to just absorb? My fellow Ghanaians, you know, there are people who live like robots. No matter how you tell them the truth, they have decided not to accept it. And such people, we need to leave them behind and search forward. We need to leave such people behind and move forward as a people and try and find the soul of this nation. You see, Ghana has come to the level where we don't need old men, friends, family, cronies to come together and make we the people look stupid anymore. The facts are there for us to read. The facts are there for us to understand ourselves and know that if this person is telling us the truth or lies. Normally, I come on my show, I come with facts. Normally, I try my best to make sure that before I put every document out there, the source is right. There are some people there, especially the journalists, they are there. They are also trying everything possible to make criminals today in government look as the holiest people on earth. But all that I can say to my fellow Ghanaians is, we have to focus. When we focus, we will know the truth from the lies. When I saw this letter, I felt so much pain because it's the highest form of insult to the people of this country. PDS, from the beginning, is fraud. PDS, from the beginning, was a scam. Today, Miracle wants to tell us that they have 30% shares and that Anaja AS has 19% shares. So they have come together to write a letter to tell us that they will be making some changes. They will be deciding for us. We don't also have to forget that Anaja AS is actually a fraud company. Anaja AS to date, we have asked questions from MEDA all the way to the presidency that who is behind Anaja AS? How much money did they bring? Who are the investors? What's their track record? Where from Anaja? Till date, nobody has answered that question. And today we sit here, we keep calm, we keep quiet, we become so scared, we turn into hypocrites, and we don't want to ask questions and demand reasonable answers. Miracle comes and says, I went to have a conversation with Anaja AS, and that this is what I want to give you Ghanaians. In fact, who born dog? Who born dog? When you read this letter, this is the highest form of insult to we Ghanaians. Because one, Anaja AS having that 19% alone is the biggest fraud that has hit this country. Until somebody comes out to show us document, track record, how Anaja was able to get into this deal, to get 19% of our national asset. Everything that we are talking about, from Miracle to PDS, is fraud. It's a scam from the beginning. Nobody in their right senses in any reasonable country will accept these companies to be running PDS. My fellow Ghanaians, this is not politics as usual. This is a national issue. And if we sit there and we blame each other and we start playing politics with this, the last asset that we have, which is the Electricity Company of Ghana, electricity, the ECG, will be taken away by a few people, a few rascals who think that they can go behind the scenes and play with the minds of the people. And when I say these rascals, I'm talking about the president's family, Ken Ofori-Atta. I'm talking about Gabi Otredako. I'm talking about Bedietu. And I'm talking about the president himself. I call them rascals because these people don't show respect to we Ghanaians. Yes. You know, sometimes people tell me, your words are so strong. No, when you show respect, we will show respect back. It's reciprocal. That is it. It's reciprocal. What I want to tell Ghanaians is, I'm going to mention some names. You guys should keep these names very well because they're going to come up. You know what they are doing now? You see there's a letter? It is simple. Don't let people confuse you with terms, jargons. You know what they are trying to do with this letter? They are trying to prepare our minds for the restructuring Ofori-Atta wanted to do way back that he couldn't do. Yes, this is called restructuring. What they are trying to tell us is they are going to get rid of some of the Ghanaians in the contract to bring in new ones. And those new ones, I'm going to tell you, I have documents, you know. I also want them to understand that we are prepared for them. Yes. What they are trying to do now is they're trying to restructure again indirectly. So the trick is they will let Miracle and Anaja AS come tell Ghanaians that, you know what, our local partners, yes, our local partners, we chose them because we went through the mill to get the deal and we chose our local partners to form PDS. And that we think that we want to make some changes. And what they are trying to do with that is because they want to protect the local fraudsters who were already in the deal. When I talk about the local fraudsters, I'm talking about Ayensu and his people. We are talking about Meda Boss. We are talking about Kelly Gajapo. This is what they are going to do. They are going to try and protect these people. So now they have a deal with Meralco saying that you and Nigeria should come together, write a statement and tell Ghanaians that, you know what, we are the foreigners, we went through the whole process to get to this point, and that we want to make sure that our partners, we reshuffle. Indirectly, Ken Ofori-Atta and the president and the president's brother Bamti, they are the people behind this. But I have some names I want to tell you because these names are going to come up in the weeks to come. I'm prepared for this. I've been waiting for this letter for almost a month. I always get people calling me, Kevin, I need to go to talk about PDS. I was like, wait. 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were on the plane. They went to Dubai, straight to the Philippines. We were tracking them. We have meetings. We have records. We know what these people are doing. And when it comes to our national asset, we will never allow some rascals to take over. No. This belongs to every single Ghanaian. The issue is PDS as it stands, that deal has to be cancelled. From the beginning till today, everything about this deal is a scam. But the issue is the president does not want this to be cancelled because he has a special interest in it. Ken Ofori-Atta is so greedy. We are talking about Gabi Ochedaku here. Bedietu. These people want to have that power. Even if in 2020 they lose power, they need to have that power. And that power is to make sure that they have the truth of our energy sector. My fellow Ghanaians, we are not doing technicalities today. We are doing real talk. I'm not here to confuse anybody. I'm here to set the pace for what is about to happen. And trust me, I will never inform or give any false information. Because if I give the false information, it will come back to bite me. So I make sure that I tell you the truth. You go out there, research for yourself, ask questions, and demand reasonable answers. Now, listen to this. Keep these names. Edu Hine. Edu Hine. Edu Hine is actually the owner of LMI Holdings. I'm going to give you names today. And trust me, when they start doing the restructuring and they try to bring new people in to add to Meralco and Energia, you see all these names will pop up. Because I have on record that they are talking to these people. And we have, recordings of these things. And, we are not stupid like that. We're speaking for our people. Put these names now. Edu Hine. He is actually the owner of LMI Holdings. Yes, LMI Holdings. If you don't know LMI Holdings, he's the owner of Enclave Power. Edu Hine I'm talking about. He's the owner of Enclave Power. If you don't know Enclave Power, they distribute power to the free zone. Keep this in your head. Edu Hine, his name will pop up in the future. Also, keep this name, Kweku Bediako, the local partner of EDF. Remember, EDF is one of the companies that started the bidding with Meralco and all the 81 companies. EDF was actually one of the companies which was tipped to win this PDS deal. But at the last minute, EDF, which is a French company, their local partner is Kweku Bediako. They pulled out. Then somebody was going to ask, Kweku Bediako, why did EDF, after spending 150 million in going through the process at the last minute, pulled out? And I know when they pulled out, it really hurt Bamti because there's a connection there. I'm just giving Ghanaians an idea of what is about to come. And I want Gabi Dems to understand that I already have what they have. And they cannot escape this. No. This is our national asset. So, Kweku Bediako, yes, his friend is a very good friend to Bamti. A very, very, very good friend to Bamti, the president's only brother. This Kweku Bediako is a local partner of EDF. EDF, remember, started this process with Meralco and all that, and at the last minute, after they spent over $150 million, they pulled out. The same as BXC. You remember when I did a story on myself, I told you I did some documentary on the energy crisis in Ghana. BXC, those times, even 2012, they were in Ghana. BXC, the Chinese company that also was disqualified on some mysterious reasons. These guys in 2012, They were the only company from China that gave Ghana ECG $150 million credit, no interest. This BXC, at the end of the day, they were disqualified for no reason. They made some things up. I just want Ghanaians to understand this. Let's take our time. So focus. So the names you have to be looking out for in the weeks and months to come, that's going to pop up in PDS, is Eduhine. He is the boss of LMI Holdings. If you don't know LMI Holdings, he also owns Enclave Power that distributes power to the free zone. This name too is very important. Kweku Bediako, the most trusted friend of Bamti, the president's brother. Kweku Bediako is the very good friend of Bamti, the president's brother. And Kweku Bediako is the local partner of EDF. That EDF company was the company that pulled out at the last minute when it was left with them, Miracle, and BXC. Remember, this company, and to date, Kweku Bediako has not told Ghanaians, or EDF never told Ghanaians while they pulled out. Something happened that the French said they were not interested in, and they didn't want to mess up their reputation as a company, as an international company. So they pulled out. Those questions, we will be answering them very soon. Now, we don't also have to forget, these are the names. We don't also have to forget this name, Menka Premo. Menka Premo, when you go onto the website of LMI Holdings, he's one of the board members. Remember, Menka Premo is a big guy. He's into law, right? His law firm was the same law firm that produced Coco. Coco also is connected to this PDS. We still, till date, we don't know how Coco got on the board of PDS. But Coco is also from this same law firm. Also, don't forget this name, Wagus. I don't want to go further. Don't forget this name, Wagus. Wagus is another person we have to be looking at. His name is going to come up in this PDS, this comedy of a letter. We also don't have to forget that Otin Jesse's name will come up again. Yes, Otin Jesse's name will come up again in this PDS scandal. So today I just decided to take it cool. I just want Ghanaians to understand. I just want to prepare your minds for what is going to happen. The letter Miracle wrote in conjunction with Eneja AS, which is actually a fraud company, is a letter preparing Ghanaians' mind that we are going to be nullifying the contract, or we are going to be getting rid of some of our local partners to bring in new partners. And those new partners are going to be the Otinjesis and the companies that I just mentioned. My fellow Ghanaians, especially the youth, especially the middle class that can read and understand, the middle class that can make decisions from technical documents, the middle class that can assess a government's performance should take very good lessons from what is happening now. The group of government officials we have today, especially this government, is a government that we cannot trust. Our argument should be simple. Our argument should be that PDS must be cancelled. PDS should be cancelled. It is fraud. No amount of changes and letters and technical meetings can change that fraud. The reason is simple. Eneja AS getting that 19% is illegal. Eneja AS getting 19% is illegal because in the first place, that company was not supposed to be in there. So the whole structure from the top to the down is fraud. And I will be hurt if Ghanaians don't ask these simple questions. Where from Eneja AS to make such decisions for us? Miracle, they have tainted their reputation, yes, because they are conniving with the government, they are conniving with these rascals we have today in power to actually take money from us Ghanaians. Yes, for some time now, PDS has been taking money. They didn't bring any money. We are quiet. This is the time we have to be asking questions and talking. Where are the occupied Ghanas? Where are the whatever? Where are the people who can speak? Where were the people who were speaking 2, 3, 4 years ago? Where are the Reverend Martys? Where are the Duncan Williams? Where are the Otables? Where are the intellectuals? Everybody is quiet because today the president is one of us. And I always say this to Ghanaians, until we put aside our tribalistic ego, until we put aside running politics through every single thing, until we put aside victimizing people, we would never get to where we are getting to. This is where we are. Our national asset a company from the Philippines is telling us what to do with it. Our national asset, a criminal company like Eneja, we don't know the source, the owner, the people behind it, who the money they are taking is going to, is making decisions for us as Ghanaians. And we sit there and say we are the most educated, most brilliant, most smartest, and you get some people sit on radio, journalists like myself, they will defend every nonsense. Kwaku Baku has become the poison of the airwaves. See what they are doing at Asempa FM. This is highly, highly unacceptable because some people have harbored hatred, tribalism. They have just crossed truth. They never want to have an encounter with truth. The only thing they know is defend crime and corrupt officials, defend rascals. My fellow Ghanaians, ordinary Ghanaians, I'm speaking to you. ECG belongs to you and I. It does not belong to Gabi Ochredako. It does not belong to Ken Oforiatta. It does not belong to Nana Addo Dankwa. No. ECG belongs to us. They can steal everything that they are stealing. We will talk about it, but they can't touch the national assets. How many national assets have we preserved till this point? The only strong one we have now is ECG, and we are going to make a small group of people, a small group of people sell this, then make the money for themselves. Are we okay as a people? From the beginning of this deal, I have said it over and over that PDS must be cancelled. That is the only option Ghanaians have to take. Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor. I believe Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is too old to value the lives of Ghanaians. This is With All Due Respect. With all due respect, I believe Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is too old. The president is too old to value human lives, to value the lives of Ghanaians. Sometimes, I get some loved ones reaching out to me, telling me to slow down on the president, and that sometimes some of the words I use are too strong to be used on a certain president. So you know what? I took some of the advice. I decided to tone down a little bit. Fine. To at least give the president room to at least show us that he's competent. Now, recent events have shown that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is not a person. Listen to me. Recent events has shown that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the president of the Republic of Ghana, is not a person or a leader to be treated with subgloves. To me, I see him as a greedy, hungry old politician and not a leader. He is clueless. Akufo-Addo is clueless and very ignorant about the position he occupies. And I will say this, Ghana has made the greatest mistake in our history for electing an old man who is older than this country and who does not see the importance of human life. Akufo-Addo does not care about Ghanaians. All he thinks about is the next elections. All he cares about is being called a president by hypocrites and thieves who only think about their selfish gains. Today I'm not going to mince words. Why do I say all these? Now, I want every Ghanaian to watch these videos, these pictures, and after that, I'll tell the president my peace of mind. So, with all due respect, after you watch this, we are in 2019 getting to 2020. And the whole president, these are citizens of Ghana. Now, before we go to the videos and the pictures, a certain president stands in front of national television and tells Ghanaians that he is not going to distribute ambulances. So all the ambulances, we Ghanaians, our taxes, we have bought with our tax, our own money, comes together so that he could distribute it and make it a political gimmick. He wants all the ambulances to come so that he could call all his sycophants, his tribal bigots, to follow him and say that, yes, Akufo-Addo brought in ambulances, so now Ghanaians, you can use it. That statement alone the president made is an impeachable statement. It means that this president does not care about the lives of Ghanaians. This man was put there to, one, protect us, two, make laws that will protect the future generation. Now, as we speak, ambulances are packed. They are rotten. Everybody is quiet. This old man, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who is older than this country, and the reason why I'm saying this is because he knows the problem of this country, the basic problems. Health. Let's stick to health. This president knows everything about this country. Then he sits and say, wait, keep the ambulances there. Let women die. Let these Ghanaians, these citizens, these poor citizens die. Will Akufo-Addo allow his daughters to go through this shit? And when we speak, some people are like, your words are too strong. Should I go use it on an elephant? Mothers, sisters are dying. And you sit in the Flagstaff house with a hanky tied around your wrist and you think you are the wisest president ever. And the hypocrites in Ghana, my fellow Ghana journalists, everybody's mute. From the pastors, civil societies, you're all quiet. Women are dying, ambulances are packed there. Imagine John Dramani Mahama made this statement. The whole country would have turned upside down because it was a northerner. Because 10 in a cast has no. Hey, John Mahama Naka said, let's keep ambulances and let people die. Because Nana Akufo-Addo is one of us and we are stupid to sit back and keep quiet. I pay this man with my taxes. I pay those sycophants following him with our taxes. And we have to keep quiet because he's the president of the republic. And who made him the president? My fellow Ghanaians, I'm not going to mince words today. This is the most stupid statement any president has ever made in our history. And I will say it. And whoever wants to attack, I don't care. Now in Ghana, anybody who speaks the truth has been paid by John Mahama. This is the final episode. I'm setting the grounds for 2020. We are not going to play again. We are serious. Women are losing lives every single day. You packed ambulance. You are sitting in a comfortable place with your wife and children. And you tell us these words and we should smile and come and sit here and say, Mr. President, God bless you. Am I stupid to do that? Am I stupid? Do you know the number of women who have died because of your carelessness? Yes, you are careless, you are ignorant, Akufo-Addo. And I pity Ghanaians. This person will come back to you. Your children died, your aunties died, your mothers died. You forget about these things and you go and vote for people like this. They don't care about you. All they care about is the next election. How to be called Mr. President. How to steal. I will speak. And if you don't want to listen to me, you don't want to watch my show, I don't care. I don't need your money. I am fighting for the people of Ghana. And if a certain president stands in front of a TV and says that I'm not going to distribute ambulance because I'm waiting for all the ambulance to come, do you know the number of people who have died, the lives we've lost? Everybody is quiet. This should be the topic we should be discussing on TV. Kweku Baako, he has become a zombie, walking in and out of the Flagstaff house. No sense. You can't speak anything to this man. Although you want people to be calling you senior journalist, you've lost your senses. Because of politics, pettiness. Kwame Sefa has become a senior zombie sitting there because every year you can change V8. An ordinary journalist. These are criminals. You don't care about the people again. And I pity my people, my own account people. We are petty. We are tribalistic. Today we can't speak. You go to these account stations, they ignore the real issues and talk about useless, baseless things. You people have moved all your kids to Europe, America, Asia. They are living good lives. The ordinary Ghanaian who's paying the taxes for you to be living in that V8 is dying. And you tell us that we have to keep the ambulances till everything comes so that you use it to win your campaign. Are we sick as a people? Are we sick? And the president is walking in and out of the Flagstaff house, shaking people, and we smile to this person. Akufo-Addo is clueless. Akufo-Addo is ignorant. Akufo-Addo is bad news for Ghana. And you can say whatever you want. And I'm speaking as an MPP member. I've made the biggest mistake by making people vote for this man. This man has no clue of what he's doing. If the fundamentals of this country, it is not important to you, then what again? We need water. We don't, you Akufo-Addo, you don't build. You Akufo-Addo, you don't. That's why I tell people that there's nothing like all politicians are. They are not. It's a fact. John Mahama built. He has built hospitals across the nation, and we see we are not fools. Just come in, bring in ambulances, spread it across these hospitals for it to work. You can't do that. Just that. And you want us to say, we are sorry, Mr. President, we use some strong words. You want to go use those words on an elephant? I know sycophants sitting on TV and calling me and telling me the words are strong. Who should I go use those? Have you lost a relative before? Have your sister gone to give birth and died because there was no ambulance? And you sit there and tell me nonsense? We are not going to take these useless things again. The corruption in this country, PDS, your family members were right in the middle. Your brother Bumpty, Kenoforiata, Gabi, these criminals, they are all there. You've ignored it. Corruption is high. People come buy simple food. Cement is high. Soap is high. Everything is so high in Ghana. Expensive stuff. We don't have to talk about it because it's not John Mahama. Should our politics be around John Mahama? And we don't have to speak. Today in Ghana, life is so expensive. You can't buy soap, you can't buy milk, you can't buy cement, fuel is high. Nobody's talking about it because it is not John Mahama, because it is